Yeah, I'm your Black Lex today, baby. Now you ain't never gotta like me, that shit is overrated. You need a hero to love, I'll be the villain that you hated. When it's all said and done, you gon' love me. Me kissing babies, fucking ladies thinking of me. Cause I'm the villain, the bad guy, the one that's supposed to lose. But I'm American, baby, so the rules all skewed for me. Steal your identity, fuck up your credit for free. Police know it's stolen, but they still make you pay the fee. And you don't respect me, for real? I'm the one that's showing you what the real world is. All these backroom deals for your kids' future. My financial aid hustle keep your kids mooching. And why you motherfuckers still stupid? The Statue of Liberty married the country, divorced and now the bitch still moving. With half of the money, alimony, child support. You know what's up when I be winning in the court, cause I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H-N-I-C, everybody wants to be. Damn right, I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H-N-I-C, everybody wants to be. They try to tell me thou shalt not steal. In the same church they tell me Jesus white, is they for real? They try to say the land of the free, minus the slavery, plus the fact that you pay for land these folks stole for free. And you wanna be Superman. Did you forget that Lex Luthor became the president? You lacking common sense, that's why the villain lives. That's why the villain's right. They turn on Superman, man, they turn on Jesus Christ. Even the devil got teams like Arizona State, Duke, the state of Jersey. That man say you're sold and he can't get a jersey. Y'all go to church on Sunday and you claim you're worthy. That's why I got my credit and I'm charging 10%. You finish paying me and you gon' pay me triple, bitch. So why'd I be a hero when a villain gets paid? And women like paid, so the villain gets laid. So I'ma be the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H-N-I-C, everybody wants to be. Damn right, I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H-N-I-C, everybody wants to be.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Happy Monday Night Football. So, if you see the title, you see the title, you see the thumbnail, living in two different Black Americas, and when you use that biblical term, a man who is double-minded. Oh, I done forgot the rest of the words, But anyway, basically a man who's double-minded is flawed. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to go in any positive direction. I hate that I just forgot that I got sidetracked while looking at this game. But the thing about it is this. When talking about Black America, it's double-minded. I'm gonna find the scripture before I even go into that. A man who is double-minded is unstable in all his ways. So this is what I'm getting at. Why? Is because we live in two different Black Americas. And you see it over and over and over again. So, when you're online, you see I can be, how can I say this? Well, it's no nice way to say the stuff that I'm about to say, y'all, so excuse me with that. Let's just start with the relationship, right? The mother element. You got mothers out here who say they don't need men before they get pregnant, and then wind up getting pregnant and still have the belief that they don't need men, so their kids don't need fathers. And you have women who say that they don't need men when they're with men doing a bunch for them. And the same thing goes with the fathers or whatever. The kid don't need a father. And then, you let some time pass, and then what winds up happening is, there's no father in the home. These kids need a father in their life. So let me get this right. You lived in a utopia when you were out here saying that you don't need a man, right? You didn't need a man, so it's a utopia. And then your utopia turned into a dystopia, when you had the ramifications of not needing a man. It was a good fantasy, but it wasn't a good reality. And now that you live in this dystopia, all of a sudden it's because the reason why is because these men aren't around. Well, you're being double-minded. We living in two different realities now. So now we having this issue, and then you can take it to this idea that you're seeing now, where you have some black folks who, being black and being hood is the same thing, right? And then, but when you're being hood, the way people are describing is really just kind of like being rebellious and criminal minded. And then when you're black, so you can be rebellious and criminal minded, and when you go out in public and act like this, and the consequences of being rebellious and criminal minded come to you, then this is happening because I'm black. No. You can't create a struggle in your life because you hard-headed and then say that struggle is because you black. No. That it's racism and bad decision making are two different things. And even on the opposite side of that spectrum, you have people who go, yeah, I'm black, but I don't act like those black people. Black people need to do better. And those people aren't black. Because what they look at is, if I can emulate, white is right, so I'm gonna act and cosplay as white as possible to say that I'm a good person. So now you got these people on this opposite side who, well, I don't act like the typical blacks. I'm not stereotypically black. I don't do black stuff. I'm above that. I do white stuff. Well, what's white stuff? Oh, I don't listen to rap music, and I don't have a baby mama drama, and I have things going for myself. Oh, okay. So because you're emulating white culture, right? Yeah. Oh, so you're not emulating their alcoholism and them being coke heads and perpetual gamblers and criminals in public. That's not your definition of being white, because they being rebellious as hell because they can get away with it, right? Oh no, I'm not that kind of white. I'm assimilated white. It's like, I just don't want to be black. Okay, that's fine. To the point that you side with people who are racist and they disrespect you, just on the basis because they're racist. They don't like you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you cosplay what you think white is, they don't like you. So now we're living in two different black Americas, And what I mean also is just, it's a stereotypical landscape. People aren't actually being people, they're being stereotypes. They're not being people, they're being rhetoric. They're not being people, they're being a character or a caricature, right? Same thing when I say it's two, living in two different black Americas, is then you got like the religious black America, Let's just, oh, God gonna do it. God got it all. God got it. God gonna get it done. God gonna have you. You ain't got to do nothing but pray and praise God, and God gonna go look out for you. God, 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 God. But God's gonna forgive all. God gonna take care of it, to the point where you so religious you don't do anything. You don't do anything. You're really not putting the best effort you can with the life that you have, because God got it for you. So you just doing it. You really just halfway doing it. And I'm gonna lean on the Lord. Man, how many people leaning on the Lord at the same time? Don't you think the Lord need a break from all this leaning? No work. Like you said, faith without works is dead. Just leaning. So you get this religious laziness. And then you can go on the opposite side of the spectrum. People who, God, yeah, man, what has God done for me? What has God done for my family? What has God done for you as a black person in America? Absolutely nothing. I don't believe in all of that. Cool, you don't believe in that. But here's the issue. The black America you living in, you ain't doing nothing either. But just saying everybody believing in that God is stupid. I'm not going to, so now God ain't going to take care of it. Now I'm going to take care of it. But at the same time that I'm going to take care of it, I'm looking for somebody else to do it too. So just because, you ain't looking at the man in the sky, now you looking at the people around you to be a combination of things, so they can be your God. It's everybody else's responsibility. Since there is no God and it's all in our own hands, that means it's in your hands too. So now we living in two different black Americas. They both, those two, whether it's religious or the other extreme is atheist, they both ain't gonna do nothing. They're both procrastinating. We got this thing where, as far as that concerned, we got this thing now in black America where we got the black America who just, we gonna be in a struggle. We gonna be in a struggle. We gonna being black is, we gonna always struggle. We always fighting against everything in America. It's a constant battle, right? We're in a constant battle with America. So there's no time to rest. And then you got, a black America now that, I'm not going to do nothing until it's perfect. I watched all of y'all do that struggling. I ain't going to do none of that. It's just going to have to get, until everything's perfect, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to lift a finger. And you see it. You see it time and time again. Back in the day, y'all was stupid for doing what y'all did back in the day. But we smart enough nowadays that we ain't gonna do none of that. I hear you. So they stupid for doing it, and you smart for not doing it. That's right. But what are you doing now, though? I'm not doing that. But what are you doing now, though? Nothing. Which creates a whole nother problem in itself. Because now we got these people living in this utopia. We got people living in this dystopia. Then, we living in two different black Americas, as far as class, right? We got the black America that's not doing so well. And we got the black America that's doing good, right? And what is the problem with that? You got the black America that's not doing so well. How can I say this? I'm trying to be nice about this one. The black America that's not doing so well, you got too many of those people acting like the reason that they're not doing so well is all external forces. And then you got the black America that's doing well, acting like they're special you know, and no external forces ever helped to hurt them. And it's like, okay, listen, man, y'all going too far. And what I mean is, you got black folks that didn't even try, that grew to be adults, and go, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant to be. And then you got black folks who tried super hard, and all of a sudden, you know, y'all ain't trying hard enough. And I'm like, so you forgetting about all the people that tried with you. You just happen to get farther than they did. See, and what I mean by it, we have a bunch of people who on one end, they're quitters and they never tried. But those same quitters forget all the people that did try. And then on the other end, you got a bunch of people who tried and succeeded, and they forget about all the people who tried and just didn't quite make it there. It's not that they did anything wrong. You know, they might have did all the right things. They didn't just make it all the way where these other people are. So we got this stereotype ideology that, you know, hey man, you know, I'm one of the special Negroes if I made it. And then you got people, if I never made it, it's just because, you know, life was meant to that I would never make it, so why even try? So then you have that, and it collides with each other. It collides all the time. Damn it, what's up? You know, you got, you know, two different Black Americas now when it comes to politics. You know, people go the liberal agenda, the conservative agenda, and it's like, okay, you know, so you got the quote unquote Democratic liberal side of Black America politically who are just saying, just keep doing it. I mean, just keep on doing it. Like, keep doing what we've been doing, and one day, it's gonna pay off. Maybe not today, but one day. And then on the other side, you got people who are like, listen, no, we doing this now. Because it seems to me that, yes, it's racism on this side, but I don't see how these policies work out better for us than waiting on one day. So now you got this thing where people are, you know, at odds back and forth. Well, the policies work for me. No, they don't. No, they don't. The policies make you feel good. And getting into feeling, that's another issue that has us living in two different Black Americas. We got a Black America that's uber, that's all about feelings, vibes. How, you know, oh, now being Black is a feeling. You know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. It's in our essence. Oh my God! And it's like, oh, okay. So now you're ruled by your feelings, and then you got Black America who's rooted in. I ain't even gonna just say facts, but the realities of where we're at in America. And then it's like, man, nobody want to hear that. That's a Debbie Downer. What's going on, Roger? You know, that's a Debbie Downer, right? So now we got issues. We got issues because we living in two different Black Americas. You know, we got two different Black Americas who, you know, when they say let's hustle, we got people who in Black America, we're going to hustle. And they mean something. It don't even have to be illegal, but it's got to be unethical. And then you got another Black America's like, we got to hustle, which means, hey, we got to put in some hard work, Jack. You know, we got to work hard. We got to work smart. And we got to get results. And people flip-flop back and forth between these two Americas when it's convenient. And that becomes an issue. What you mean, am I muted? No. So we got two different Americas, and we playing this game. One America, we enjoying. Other America, we struggling in. Like, we got to take it a step further. That's all good. It's all good, fam. We got a Black America that doesn't want you to be informed. We don't need to know what's going on. That Black America is fun. Like, hey man, let's just enjoy life, man. We don't need to know what's going on. Forget this, man. And then we got a Black America that's hella informed. And on one end, it's like, oh, y'all so informed, y'all capitalizing on, Black America who's not informed. And it's like, no, they're not capitalizing. It's just, they're at a point right now where y'all ain't getting it. They got a direction that you ain't going in. And that's part of this issue, is that we're living, we're living in a country where we're going in two different directions. Two completely different directions. And it's problematic because, like I said earlier, like with the ladies we got people going to, living in utopia, but moving to dystopia. You get what I'm saying? And then we got people who are moving out of dystopia into utopia. And then we have this issue where people keep going back. People keep going back, and it's like over and over again. Like, boy, I'm about to say, let's just talk about health, right? We got two different Black Americas. We got a Black America that's healthy, and we got a Black America that's unhealthy. We got a Black America that's like, hey man, listen, I feel good. I might not, I feel good right now. I might not look my best. I might have a few ailments here and there, but you know what I'm saying? Black don't crack, so I feel like I'm aging good. You look terrible, but you feel like you're aging good. And then you got a Black America that's healthy, and people are like, I don't know, maybe you need to put on a little weight, man. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You should, I don't think you feel as good as you think, It's a thing of, you eating like that. Does it really help? I mean, I would never eat like you. I would never work out as much as you. And you have people separating. You have like we talked about this before. You have a Black America that's, I would say, drinking is going down in American society anyway. So you're having less and less drinkers in America. But you have a lot of more people who are smokers and popping pills. But at the same time, you have more Black people who are vegetarians, who are into fitness, who, are not just picky eaters, but more eating to live, right? And you're seeing them collide over and over and over again. And I'm gonna be honest with you. From where I'm standing and where I'm looking, it's no nice. The people who are healthy in Black America, I would rather be them. I would rather be them. Now, I gotta add another thing. When I talked about the religious aspect, we have a cultural aspect that's in two different Black Americas too. We got a cultural aspect of consequences. we have an aspect of Black America that think demons should go to heaven. Demons should go, like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can always be considered a good person. It doesn't matter. You can always be forgiven. You can always, start anew, start fresh. And why I say it's double-minded is because these are the same people. We have a Black America that a person will do a bunch of right in their life, and you'll write them off after one wrong. One wrong, you're done, son. But if you have a lifetime of wrongs in your life, you got to forgive 7 times over, and 700. If you got a lifetime of doing right, if you do the wrong thing, your character is flawed forever. We have a bad habit of that. Bad habit. We turn on people at the drop of a dime. At the drop of a dime. Because I got to get into it when I say this. We got a Black America that lives in truth, and we got a Black America that doesn't matter living a lie. You get what I'm saying? There's a Black America who's like, this is what's going on. This is how it is. It is what it is. Your eyes should be able to see this. Then it's a Black America that's like, it's a whole bunch of gray area. It's a whole bunch of nuance. It's a whole bunch of half truth. And it's a whole bunch of excuses. And you wonder, like, man, at the end of the day, what are the results? And see, the results keep changing and changing and changing. Like, I got to get into it. We have a Black America that pays attention to our history in this country, and we have a Black America that does not. So we got a Black America that's like, look, let's follow Black history and see what works for us and what doesn't work. And then we have a Black America who's like, look, we just charting all new territory and new ground, and everything is new. And it's like, no, it's not. Well, I'm gonna do it this way because it's a new time and it's a new day. And these two Americas are at odds. And why I say it's at odds is because we have two different Black Americas, but we expect the other side of Black America to bail us out. If you living in lies, you expect Black America who's living in reality to bail you out. If you living in reality, you expect Black America who's living in lies to lie for you. And it's like, yo, if you pick a side, you got to stay there. You can't keep dabbling back and forth because you double-minded, which makes you unstable in all your ways. Not to mention, boy, oh boy, we have a respectful Black America, and we got a disrespectful Black America. A respectful Black America likes doing business with Black people and going to Black establishments and and being, respectful and cordial and spreading love amongst each other. And then we got a disrespectful Black America that just want to cause chaos and confusion. Not just chaos and destruction. It's not confusion. It's chaos and destruction. They got to go to Black businesses and act a fool. They got to go around Black people and do them dirty, and then go, oh, well, that's part of being Black. No, it's not. The Black experience is not stabbing another Black person in the back. Because the Black America the Black people in Black America, the Black America that respects Black America, has a quality that Black America, that disrespects Black America, doesn't have. See, the Black America that disrespects Black America, they sellouts. They disrespectful to Black America, but as soon as white people come around, they straighten up. Oh, well, watch them white folks. You go around Asian America, you straighten up. You go around Hispanic America, you straighten up. And when I say disrespectful, I'm not just talking about the people who are, the hood people. No. I'm talking about, the people in Black America who go, oh, look at those Black folks. Look at the terrible things they're doing. Black people are doing this, and Black people, it's like the South Side of Chicago. Black people, look, white people, let me be a Black person and talk bad about Black people. And then but somehow those same Black people, I can't talk about I can't talk about what white people are doing because they'll cancel me. Oh, okay. So you a sellout for your whole life. No problem. It's no nice way. Like I said, it's no nice way I'm going to say some of the things I'm about to say. We got a Black America that man, forgive me, because I'm really trying to find a nice way to say this. And I'm gonna just pivot. I'm gonna pivot. That's what I'm gonna do. We got a Black America that evolved, and we have a Black America that devolved. And what I mean is, we got a Black America that went from the civil rights movement to figuring out, how to get through the war on drugs and mass incarceration to be quote unquote educated, to Black Americans who can move and shake in America with all the nuances, whether it's just them as an individual or them even being entrepreneurs and business people who, to the point that they have their own business as a Black business, or they're a Black person who owns or quote unquote business that's American and nobody knows a Black person owns it, whether it's apps or actual businesses or stores or whatever, right? And then we got a Black America that devolved. The Black America that devolved is the Black America that went from civil rights to quote unquote hood culture to now what you see is suburban kids basically being a minstrel show of hood culture. That's what they're doing. So now we're there. We're at that point of quote unquote society. We are there. But the issue is, you got Black people who don't know, who can say on both sides, you ain't Black enough. You don't take pride in being Black on one side, and on the other side, you think being Black is not having pride in yourself or just being free to be rebellious. It's crazy, but this is what's going on. Now the next thing. And now I'm gonna start getting to some things that I see, just on social media. Boy, oh boy. And this is part of what I mean by living in two different Black Americas. Let's get into the manosphere relationship part on this part. For you fellas out there, it's no nice way to get into these conversations. You can't say you want to be a husband or want to have a family, and at the same time want to be a womanizer. Can't do it. You living in two different worlds. I'm gonna be out here slanging meat, just all day long. But I wanna have a family. Nah, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Common sense to tell you that. And on the flip side, you can't go out here talking about, listen, you know, I'm red pill and I'm high value, and at the same time, you know, I don't, I'm above all of these ratchet women, and then, but at the same time, want a woman. But let's say I don't want to deal with these chicks, but I want one of these chicks. Like, you got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind. It's you either in or you out. You got to make up your mind. You either in or you out. Same thing with these ladies. Don't nobody want, I don't want to go 50-50 with a man. I want a man to do everything for me. Who you think gonna be with you where they do everything for you and you don't do nothing for them? So you really think you think it's a good idea to tell the world you want to be in a relationship where one person does the heavy lifting while you just get to relax? I just want to live a soft life, undo nothing. So you think it's a good idea that you're gonna get with somebody that's gonna let you work them to death because you lazy? What world are you living in? What world are you living in? We got to talk about a lot of this stuff. For you young cats out here, you young cats who y'all started listening to drill music, and so many of you young brothers out here, swear to God, y'all got ops. Y'all swear to God, y'all swear to God that y'all got enemies out here. But the real enemy is looking at you dead in the mirror, because truth be told, the only reason you have quote unquote enemies and ops is because you out here causing problems. You wouldn't have ops if you wasn't out here doing trifling stuff. So sorry. If you got ops, that's your fault. You did it to yourself. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. The reason you can't go nowhere and you walking around with a ski mask on everywhere you go, that's a you problem. Don't nobody care. What if we get shot out here? That's not my problem. What if the police run down on us? The police gonna run down on anybody walking around here with a ski mask on. You just asking for it. That's the life you chose because you stupid. Same thing with you ladies out here. Trying to hear your whining, dumb complaints about, how you can't find somebody good, but you advertising yourself like a softcore prostitute everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, half naked. Everywhere you go, back shots. Everywhere you go, some sexually suggestive type of approach. But all of a sudden, I want somebody to respect me and love me for me. You put yourself out there like a stripper. What are you talking about? I got a good heart. Ain't nobody worried about your heart. You on Instagram, with this showing everything you can, everything imaginable that you can't get what you call that your page can't get flagged for. I don't want to hear that. You twerking everywhere. Nobody trying to hear all that. This don't make no sense. It don't. Older Black America. That's me, Gen X, baby boomers. It's got to be said. It's got to be said. For one, I'm tired of having to hear older people and baby boomers and some of the people in my generation, Gen X. I'm tired of hearing y'all lie. I'm tired of hearing y'all say half a history to make yourself look good. I'm tired of you trying to, be the leaders of the black community by leading through guilt because you want the black community to be something for your kids now. You can't be a detriment to the black community for 40 years and then turn around and be like, listen, black folk, we got to do better. We got to come together and do better. We can't let it all fall to the side. Bruh, you've been cutting the black community off at the knees for 40 years. And when I say 40, I mean you was an adult at 18. You was an adult at 18. So now you 58, but you spent 40 years cutting down black folks. And now all of a sudden, you don't want your sons and daughters to be in the world that you helped create. Man, anybody trying to hear you? Shut up. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. For you millennials and what is it, it's not millennials, Gen Z. Here's the truth about that for y'all. Nobody's trying to hear y'all complaints when people was giving y'all the game and the blueprint and you had the internet, but most of y'all just chose to be hard-headed. The vast majority of y'all didn't have a life where you got abandoned by your parents, or you grew up in an abusive household, or you really you grew up in a neighborhood where we just super violent. No, you fools, they gave y'all good advice and good parenting and good mentorship, and y'all chose to go down a bad path. That's what happened. Y'all chose to go down a bad path. And now you starting to look up like, man, where the help? Ain't nobody helping you. People tried helping you. They tried helping you at 10. They tried helping you at 15. They tried helping you at 20. They tried helping you at 25. They tried helping you at 30. People tired of helping you now because you hard-headed. That's what's going on. Whether you like it or not, that's what's going on. I got to go there what I'm about to say next. Being stupid is not synonymous with being in black America. Just for the record. Just for the record. See, too many of y'all are stupid and trying to say stupid is being black. Too many of y'all wanna act ignorant because you're stupid and just I'm black. We different. No. You're stupid. That's what that is. You're stupid. That ain't got nothing to do with blackness. Nothing at all. Hold that thought. Hold on. My bad. We got to talk about a whole bunch of stuff that's very hypocritical. I'm gonna say that. Even with this YouTube thing, right? If you're a black American and you rather be entertained, and you're not gonna listen to stuff unless it entertains you. When serious stuff happen, shut up. When serious stuff happens that the whole community got to deal with, shut up. And I gotta go here when I say this. You gotta just volunteer, right? And I was about to get into that in a sense, but not in that way. For all of you black folks who swear to God, who want to be activists, and I'm an activist. Here's the problem. I don't want to hear about you being an activist when you see all the stuff going on in the community that's sideways and shady, and the only time you want to be an activist is when it's a national story. Nah. We need to come together. Nope. I don't see. Some of y'all don't get it, man. There are black people who tried who pushed the black community in a positive direction that y'all didn't want to follow. And there are black people who you pushed in a negative direction that everybody followed. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use some examples when I say some of these things. Now, my bad. So we got P. Diddy in jail right now, right? I don't care. I don't. Because now all of a sudden everybody got a problem with P. Diddy. You didn't have a problem when you was dancing to the music. And if there were quote unquote rumors then that he was shady, you didn't have a problem. You didn't have a problem when Making the Band came out. He was still shady. You ain't have a problem when he was throwing parties all across America to promote Ciroc and just throwing parties just because. You didn't have a problem with him. You didn't have a problem when you were doing all kinds of stuff that people go, I don't know. But now all of a sudden, the news say he a bad person. Not he a bad person. I'm not trying to hear it. And the reason I say I'm using him as an example, because I'm tired of us in Black America swearing to God that somebody's a good person. Swearing to God, they a good person, man. We gotta let that slide. Okay. And then when some white people say they bad, oh man, he's the most terrible thing ever in life. Nope, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. And I'll say this in two different ways, because I don't want to hear black, quote unquote, religious America. Y'all are so ungodly. So ungodly. And when I say ungodly, that don't mean you got to let things go and forgive and forget. And, what is that called? Turn the other cheek. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about y'all go to church, y'all all into the Bible, y'all all into God, and y'all sin all day long. Y'all know it's a sin. Y'all read it's a sin. Y'all been preached to it. Y'all sinning. But I was just weak. It's just the flesh. It's just the flesh. Nope, don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Just because we all sinners. No, we not all sinners. I hate to break the news to you. We not all sinners. That's what you don't get. For you drinkers out there, we not all drinkers. For you smokers out there, we not all smokers. For you rebellious people out here who want to act ignorant, we all ain't acting ignorant. A lot of black people tired of being lumped in with your BS. It's always some BS. When you're doing something shady, it's always, we all do that. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. It's time to just live in this reality. Because now we're at a place where, the only reason Black America would be going downhill is because people are trying to be cool. People are trying to let all the BS go and let all the BS slide. When they say Black America was different back in the day, Black America had consequences back in the day. I don't want to live in a Black America where everybody get a pass and there's no consequences. Sorry. Not the world I grew up in. I didn't grow up in a world where you could go, oh, you can't say nothing to my child. I grew up in a world that your child get out of line, your child gonna get checked right then and there. And if you say you better not say nothing to do nothing to my child, you getting your ass whipped right there in front of your child. Because you taught them that stupid stuff. That, hate to break the news to you. I'm tired of it's no nice, like I said, it's no nice way for me to say the things I'm about to say. I'm tired of black, not even black people. I'm tired of non-black Americans trying to tell black Americans what black America is. White America can't tell us nothing. Asians can't tell us nothing. Hispanics can't tell us nothing. Other black people from the Caribbean, the UK, and Africa can't tell us nothing. They can't. What can they say? You black people are what? No. Y'all can't tell us nothing. You know, you do, because we know all of y'all dirt, all of it. And then when we bring out y'all dirt to the public, it's a problem. It's a problem. So let me it ain't even that, like, we looking at this country, black America, for the most part, the black America that I'm accustomed to, for the most part, knew America was gonna fall. We knew America was gonna fall. We knew the empire was gonna crumble. It wasn't rocket science. It's not a matter of if, it was a matter of when. That's all. We already knew it. And some people go, how did you know? Dog, the America that the world is so enamored with has always been wasteful. The luxury and opulence that people think about with America is based on the premise that somebody does the heavy lifting and they don't get the benefit of their work, and somebody else who is lazy but manipulative gets the benefit of those hardworking people's labor, and they just waste it on stuff. That's how this country was built. A bunch of wasteful people, and they've been wasteful for centuries. You think that's not going to stop somewhere? You think you're not going to run out of it? The whole European or Western mindset, whatever you want to call it, is wasteful. That's what it's always been, wasteful. So I say so the reason I'm bringing this up, like, we live in two different black Americas. White America, Asian America, Hispanic America is just starting to meet the America that we knew been existing this whole time. They're starting to live in America where it's unaffordable to be an American. Oh, it's stressful being an American. I don't know where my next meal is going to come from. I don't know if I can keep the lights on. I thought these people said, this deal was for my benefit. How come it's putting me in a deeper financial hole? Oh, welcome to America, buddy. Because this is an issue with the world too. We're going to the America, the land of the free, the milk and honey. Yeah, okay, it's milk and honey. Okay, interesting. How come you ain't finding no milk or honey? That's where we're at. That's the country we living in. And the reason I'm saying this part about the rest of America, because I'm gonna tell you something. The rest of America used to make fun of Black America. You guys just want to, even Africa and the Caribbean made fun of our intellect as Black America. Oh, they're not. Those people are not smart. They just want to be athletes and entertainers. And damn. It's a whole lot of white people trying to be athletes and entertainers now. Damn. It's a whole lot of Hispanics trying to be athletes and entertainers now. Damn. It's a whole lot of Asians trying to be athletes and entertainers now. What happened to being a doctor and a lawyer? What happened to being an accountant? What happened? What happened to being a business owner? What happened? Oh, I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. They used all of those tactics on y'all. Now y'all got y'all. They use redlining on y'all. They use gentrification on y'all. That's what they did. They use price gouging on y'all. Oh, and it's dawning on you. Oh, they use racism on y'all. Oh, that seems like a nice business, but I ain't going because I don't want to give them people no money. Yeah, that's even that same tactic that some of you people use with us, even with black folks in the restaurant business. Y'all will come hang around us and go, oh, I like how that tastes. Oh, could you teach me how to cook it? And then go to somebody white and then start a whole business with somebody black's family's recipes. Now ain't nobody going to your white establishment no more. You know why? Nobody going to your Asian establishment. You know why? Your Middle Eastern establishment. You know why? Your Hispanic establishment. You know why? Because you had the cardinal, you created the cardinal sin. I want to take stuff from black people, but I still want to be so American that I shortchange them. I really don't want to do the recipe in its entirety because that might cost me money. I'm gonna just shortchange it. And now America lost its seasoning. That's what went on. Where's the innovation in America? Ain't no more innovation in America. We live in two different, like I said, we live in two different black Americas. And the reason why because I pivoted to this part of the conversation. See, what was that guy's name? Eric Snowden. The minute a white dude was able to get all of this government information and put it on some hard drives and hop on a plane and fly to Russia, America changed at that moment. Because America had to realize one major thing. When you white in America, you could commit treason. No issue whatsoever. No issue whatsoever. Now, I gotta go there when I say this too. Black America probably doesn't know where this country is going to head in the future. Because Black America is in limbo now. See, we used to be canaries in the mine. We used to be able to know, okay, this is what happens to us. So it's just a matter of time for what happens to the rest of America. Right now, Black America is in limbo. Like, all right, hey, man. Because the interesting thing about America is America has screwed itself up so much. Y'all really ain't got as much time to F with Black America and sabotage us as you once did. So I'm sorry, we don't know where this is going to head now. We don't know. We know it ain't going to be nowhere good. I can tell you that. But we don't know exactly where it's going to go. Because, we used to know how bad it was. How bad, because it used to be America was bad for us and good for everybody else. That's how it used to be. Now America just looks good in some places, but it's bad everywhere. That's what's going on. So we look and go, no, the new canaries in the coal mine aren't Hispanics and Latinos, because Hispanics and Latinos are basically still running our playbook from the 70s and 80s and 90s right now. They don't know. They don't even know it. They still doing landscaping and small businesses and mom and pop shops. We was doing that in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. They doing construction, right? We was doing that in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. They haven't even got to doing trades yet. because they don't know what it's like to be a tradesman and not be the right color, so people aren't gonna hire you. They're the people that got hired because you didn't want to pay tradesmen. They have no idea where this is going. No idea. None whatsoever. So now, this is problematic, to say the least. It's nowhere around a lot of this stuff now. It. Uh-oh. 1 second. We're at a point just in life. Oh, 1 second. The Black Americans. Hilarious. Was that Booker T. Washington? No. I think it was Booker T. Washington that thought that thought white America had some type of could be sensibly talked to, and he walked by a butcher and it had black man's knuckles in the window. He was like, "Oh, these people ain't gonna ever see us as humans." I want to say there was Booker T. Washington, but let me get past that real quick. We are now, and it's no good way to say what I'm about to say. I think Black America has accepted America, and we're starting to act accordingly. And what that means is we're starting to say, you know what, America is unethical. America's unethical. It's gonna be unethical. So let's just because don't get it twisted. We as black folks, we'll fight dirty too. We've been known, like, if you want to keep fighting dirty, we'll fight dirty too. But we was also like, you know what, let's have, I can still have a moral compass around this. But now it's like Black America's like at that teetering point where, you know what, to be American is just, to sell your soul for money. I don't think we're completely there yet. But what I do think is we're scaring the hell out of the country now. Because, and I'm going to say this, and this needs to be said in this way. When you have black people cosplaying white train of thought, you really start seeing how heartless a human being can be. Because when you have black people cosplaying, how white people think, they really believe it's okay to be inhumane, and they'll do it to other white people, and then be surprised, like, oh my God, wait a minute, what do you mean? I'm following the rules of societies. You never let a person do X, Y, and Z, because it used to be black people who was quote unquote sellouts and cosplaying that white is better. They knew not to mess with white people. Now we're getting out of that. I can see it a mile away. You're starting to get black people who really think they white in America. And when that starts happening, you're going to start seeing some wild stuff. And the reason I'm saying that is, you see unfortunately, you see a lot of black women doing some outlandish stuff. Just outlandish. Like, girl, she should be in jail for that. Well, guess what? They taught the kids to act like that now. So now the kids are acting like that. Like, I can do whatever I want. Can't nobody stop me. F you, mom. It's that whole thing going. So we got problems here, man. And it's not gonna stop. That's and part of like going back to what I was talking about, living in two different Black Americas. You know, we have a separation to a degree, but we're still in some ways intertwined. We are probably about maybe a couple of 5 or 10 years away from Black America leaving. Um, how can I say this? Leaving the metropolitan cities of America. You're gonna start seeing the more they keep firing folks, the more they keep, laying people off, the more they keep, bothering people in these cities, you're gonna start seeing folks go to country ass towns. I ain't gonna say they going to, the I'm not gonna say people are going to just towns you never heard of, but you're gonna see more people going to Macon, Georgia, and Lafayette, Louisiana, and you know what I'm saying. You're gonna start seeing that. Just Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama. You're gonna start seeing more and more people go back to these country little towns. Like, you know what? And here's the weird part. Some of these country places, in Alabama, in Mississippi, and some not even Georgia, some not so much Georgia, but you can still see it in Georgia. There's some places that it still looks like it's Jim Crow. You ain't gonna see us there. They're gonna have to have a little bit of a modernness to them. People gonna be back in Arkansas. You can be like, what the heck? What's up with these Black folks? They sick of it. You can have the city. You can have your janky little, your janky ideas. You're gonna start seeing this over and over and over again. And the reason I'm saying that is because people are learning a lesson. I don't want to deal with America anymore. Just like you see all these people moving abroad. They moving to Africa. They moving to the Caribbean. They moving to Asia. Some of them people gonna have to come back. And when they come back, they're not gonna want to be around any other BS that they left. So they're gonna wind up being small country towns or smaller country towns. They'll drive to the city. But boy, sometimes I really the reason why I'm saying this tonight, one of the reasons is this. You have too much of America living in a fantasy. You have grown men living in WWE land, grown men living in video game land, grown men living in the Marvel universe of all races to escape from the everyday reality of being an adult right now in America. You have the bulk of America basically being unsociable, being socially awkward, to the point where you see people doing crazy stuff. Like, in all honesty, you got people getting Uber rides in the middle of the night. Nobody would have ever done that back in the day. Nobody would have ever done that. Like, I'm not riding with a stranger in the middle of the night going nowhere. No, thank you. No, thank you. You got people meeting people online you know, and not wanting to meet them in public, but wanting to meet them in their house. just off the rip. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. You got people who are on drugs, trusting drug dealers when people are putting fentanyl and everything, and you trusting them for your health, with your health. Like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, you might OD out here, bro. Oh no, he's my guy. He would never do that to me. Okay. All right, man. All right. This is the world we living in. We living in America where somebody actually believes, they've been overcharging Americans for years on things, and they actually believe that they can keep doing it. And what I mean is, we live in a country where the car price keeps going up and up and up and up and up for a car, to the point where, in most major cities in America, these car lots are full. They full to the point where the banks gotta call in some stuff because they about to go under for paying taxes on all these cars. We live in a country where, in most of these major metropolitan cities, they building more and more apartments, and they having more and more houses for rent. You get what I'm saying? You got conglomerate companies buying properties to rent out. For what reason? Because they're anticipating that all these people will be in these apartments, in these homes, in these townhomes, paying 50 and 60% of their check in rent, without common sense telling y'all these people finna start moving. They ain't finna be there. Sorry. You got a country where people, the military swore to God, like we'll always get these young men in the Army and in the Marines and in the Navy and the Air Force. We just got to talk to them patriotism in America, and we'll pay all your bills and blah blah blah. You get a check. You get people like, I ain't signing up for that. You think you're gonna send me off to war for a couple of $1,000 in my bank account? No, thank you. Nope, I ain't doing it. Now you can't even recruit folks. You're a stone's throw away from just having a draft. We live in a country at this point where, boy, oh man. Hold up. Sorry about that, folks. I'm answering a message. Where was I? Okay, my bad. We're living in a country where the richest people in the country actually, well, I'm not going to say the people who are in control or in power in the financial market of America, because America's a capitalistic country, they can't even count. They can't count. They keep swearing to God, that everybody, that the economy is doing good, the country is doing good, everybody's doing good, everything is strong, and it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, this is going downhill, buddy. This is going downhill. But we're going to do just fine. No, you're not. No, you're not. We're living in a country where now y'all think it's so. We live in a country at this point where the school system thinks it's okay to just say, you know what, teaching these kids is irrelevant. These kids go to school less, they learn less, they retain less information. You know, they do less and less stuff. And these are the people who are going to be, quote unquote, in control of the future. But they know they're not going to be control of the future because they're not teaching them to be in control of anything or to be sensible adults on their own. So when I say, you know, we living in two different Americas, in two different Black Americas, we got the two different Black Americas where we think that, you know, my kid gonna be all right. My kid gonna be all right. What you taught them? Nothing. Okay. And because you taught them nothing, they're gonna be all right. And they're gonna be all right to the point that they're gonna take care of you one day. You taught them nothing, and you hope that they're gonna figure out how to do everything in hopes to take care of you one day. Okay. And then we live in a Black America where it's like, hey man, they ain't teach me nothing, so I'm out here doing whatever I feel like. So let me, you know, I gotta handle something now. Let me holler at y'all later, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm gonna put the outro on this thing, and I gotta go. Catch y'all later. Let me do this. Peace.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Do this.
Spoken from the lips of the young or the old, fear of me.
Yeah. Gotta put it all in.
And they are Superman.
All the way. I guess I'm taking off the cape through the glasses in the trash. Being super is great, saving y'all is such a drag. Even God took a break. Me, I ain't coming back. I got one life to live. If you don't like it, that's your ass. Cause nobody saved me. Plus when I'm drunk, I'm just a peon. I could use somebody just like I'm the kings of neon. This world is cold as ice, mixed with salt, mixed with freon. They got me pissed off, but that's better than being peed on. For eons, human beings took kindness for weakness. When you constipated, you start to appreciate shit. Put before you life and death, and you just gotta choose. The kryptonite life means you should follow the rules. If your credit's messed up or your bills ain't paid, then it's getting disconnected. Can't nobody say the day. And I can fly, leave a building in a single bound, but I can't stand fair weather friends, and I just fly around. My super friends in Justice League, only folk I kick it with. Kill Lex Luthor, so what? We had to finish it. Kids play games and adults play for keeps. And me, I play to win, but I ain't playing in these streets. And life is not a joke, then again it ain't this serious. Superman can say the day, but God can say the Superman. Saga of the kryptonite, life just ended. You enjoy listening? Man, I'll finish it. Lois, come holler at me. I got an iced couch. Thank you for coming out. Listen, I knew you would like it because we made it. I'm so frigid and so fly.